Howdily doodly folks, my name is JudgeSmudge and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Color grading. It's a really cool thing. You watch a movie and the colors really pop, or you're watching a movie and the colors really don't pop. Today I'm going to be showing you how to recreate the look of two different directors' iconic styles and one of the most iconic use of color grading in film. We'll be focusing on Zack Snyder, Michael Bay, and of course, The Matrix. But not only that, I will also be teaching you how to use the tools required to make your own creations, providing resources and references needed for you to start practicing today. So let's get to the video. You're going to need three things to get started: Premiere Pro, a picture of what you want to recreate, and of course, the picture you'll be editing. I got my picture from a website called filmgrab.com, where you can get screenshots and photos from popular films which showcase lighting and composition really well. I also used a website called pexels.com to get stock footage that is completely free and accessible to anyone. So once you have your reference photo and the photo you're going to be editing, you can start. So on the top right there's a thing called Properties. Now I believe you should be on this by default, but if you look next to it you should see Color or Lumetri Color. So here you're going to click Color Wheels, and you'll see a button here that says Comparison View. If you click that, it should bring up another screen next to the photo you'll be editing. So for the first picture, we're going to be making a very Zack Snyder looking color grade. So select your image and make sure the image that you're basing it on is on the opposite screen. Then you're going to want to go to Color Wheel and Match. And right here you could see there is an Apply Match feature. Now if you press this, it will turn whatever photo you've selected into what it thinks is closest to the one on the left. And sometimes it works really well, like what you could see here. But sometimes it also really doesn't work. So you could either work from what you've been given here, or you can just go down, right click the photo here, and you can see the Remove Attributes button. Just press that, and it will get rid of any editing you've done to the photo. So you're going to want to go to Basic Correction, and here is the easiest form of color editing, because you have everything laid out for you and all you have to do is tweak it. So for this photo you're going to want to put saturation all the way up. Then you're going to want to go to Exposure and go 0.5. You're going to want to go to Contrast and put it anywhere between the 30 to 40 ratio. You're going to go to Highlights and put them to 100. Go Shadows and put them to 20, like between the -20 and -30 range. You're going to go Whites and put them between the 20 and 30 range. And go Blacks and put them on all the way down. Then what you're going to want to do is go back to the color wheel panel here. And on your color wheels, there is obviously shadows, midtones, and highlights. And these edit exactly what they say they edit. So if you change the color of this, it'll change the color of your shadows. If you change the color of this, it'll change the color of your overall tones. And if you change the color of this, it'll change your highlights. So you're not actually going to touch midtones. What you're going to do is go to shadows and put it in between the orange and red area, right about there. And then for highlights, you're going to want to put it to basically the same area, and you're going to want to turn highlights all the way down to about there, and you're going to want to turn shadows a little bit up like that. So you can see this color match is actually very good. If you just go to Vignette and you put the amount to -3, you can leave all the rest of the settings, and this is actually a really good match. Now you've got your image looking perfect. Now obviously for your own works you can tweak these settings and change them to get them to look however you want, but I'm just showing you the best way to achieve this look quickly. Now moving on to our second picture, The Matrix. You're going to want to go to the reference photo that we've set for that. So there you go. And this video here is the one we're going to be editing, so make sure that that video is selected. So for The Matrix, same as last time, you're going to go to Color Wheels and Apply Match. And you can see this is actually really close. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to the color wheels, and here just move the mid-tone down to this in the middle of the blue and the green section here. And then I'm going to leave these two the same, except highlights is just going to be slightly more to the right into the blue area to get that more gray coloring. And then what you can do is you can put the highlights up here, leave the midtones there, and leave the shadows there. And there you go, you've got a very, very close match to the photo here. Then, lastly, to recreate the type of orange-teal color scheme you can see in Michael Bay films, 2025's Superman, and TV shows like Ludwig, you're going to want to employ the use of one last tool, the color curve. So, first, unlike the last two, you're going to want to go to basic correction and set saturation to max. This makes the already orange and blue tones of the picture stand out against each other. Then you're going to want to go to curves, and you can see we have white, red, green, and blue. So you're going to want to select blue, and in these sections here, these are your shadows, midtones, and highlights. Basically, depending where you drag the line is what elements of the photo you're going to change. You can also create multiple points by just clicking the line and dragging it into different spots, but right now you're just going to want to grab it and drag it to right about here. Lastly, if you want to make the orange pop even more, you can go to color wheel and set highlights in between the orange and red right about here, and the shadows on the blue side right about here. And there you go. So today you learned how to make 3 of the most iconic looks in film, all from the comfort of your own computer. As always, if you found this informative and useful, please consider leaving a like and hitting subscribe, but nonetheless, I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.